The dead hang enhances shoulder mobility and stability, reduces back pain, loosens up tight muscles. Dead hangs can help prevent injuries in other exercises and daily activities. What's happening? My name is Albert. So, you heard of the dead hang, but what do you know about this dead hang? So I am going to share the benefits of the dead hang as I do the dead hang, and so I am also going to time my dead hang. I'm going to repeat the benefits. I'm going to do 4 rounds, and so stick around to learn the benefits. Let's get to it. Hooray! The dead hang improves upper body strength, employing for overall upper body strength and pulling movements like the pull-up. So the dead hang strengthens the lats. The dead hang enhances shoulder mobility and stability, particularly the rotator cuff muscles. It engages the core muscles during the dead hang, helping stabilize the body and improve core strength. It strengthens the forearms and grip strength. The dead hang are excellent for building forearm strength and grip, which is crucial for various physical activities and daily tasks. Yo, shit. Yo, bro, what do you think of those benefits, bro? Okay, so if I remember correctly, the lats, it strengthens the lats, bro, which is important for pull-ups, bro. You may not have known that. And so, obviously, your grip strength, bro. Look at my hands, bro. Gripping anything requires the forearms, bro. So what else, bro? Something about the rotator cuffs, bro, or something like that, bro. And so, it's a freaking awesome hang, bro. It does so much, man. And so, how did I correspond to that? Okay, the grip strength, bro, it freaking caught me, bro. I don't think I hung as long as I usually hang, but that's okay because I haven't done it in a while, although I'm keeping a record of how long I hang for. And so, what I'm going to do is prepare for the next hang, right? And I'm going to shout out the other benefits. And so what this does, man, is that imagine if I practice this over and over, it's just going to be in tune with me knowing the benefits of the dead hang. Especially after yesterday's workout and the day before's workout, bro, where I ended up with stiffness from the workout, which is normal, bro. Then a dead hang really, really works its magic so that I can freaking just really let loose and give everything a stretch, the stretch that it needs. And so the lats, I remember clearly, bro. The wrist, the forearms, the stretch over here. What else? The core. Got it, bro. The core. It freaking stabilizes the core, especially if I tighten up the core, which I didn't do it too much because I'm freaking talking, bro. I'm freaking shouting these things out, bro. But it's a lot of fun to do it. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get to the second dead hang and read the second list of benefits, man. So let's get to it. 3. Okay, spinal decompression reduces back pain. The stretch created by hanging can help alleviate pressure on the spine, potentially reducing back pain and improving posture. Spinal elongation. Hanging allows the spine to elongate, which can be beneficial for those who spend long hours sitting. Bro. So that was freaking clear. Yo, bro, I felt it. I felt my spine being stretched. And so this stretching of the spine is such a freaking relief. It's like getting an internal massage, I feel, except for my hands, bro. That's the only thing that's being worked. But my body hanging feels as though I'm getting a response. Yo, bro, you freaking noisy. God damn it. They gotta make quiet motorcycles, bro. And so now, that speaks for itself. And so, alleviating back pain. I've had back pain before, and I felt so much better after hanging, bro. And so I've made it my business to visit the dead hang as much as I can. And so today's one of those days, bro. And so the next thing I like to add on my own is that
I prefer rings. I'm hanging off of rings. This is very important because my hands are not forced to stick to one position, bro. I don't like that idea at all, bro. Which is the reason why I favor, dumbbells. And if I do use a bar, it's an easy bar. I have things where I can move my hands around so that I'm not subject to being caught to just holding a bar in one particular way, because I already know that our positions and the way our bones and everything, the structure of our arms and shoulders and everything may not be straight out the same. Like, I have a tendency to move this way. This way is the natural way for me. And so what I noticed doing the dead hang is that my hands assume a position that's never the same. And so my arm may twist this way. It depends on like what's going on with my body. And so my body actually assumes its normal hanging position. Everything just assumes it. And so when it does that, then I'm naturally hanging and I'm not subject to a certain position of hanging where I'm forcing anything. And so that's really crucial to share. And so what I'm going to do is that there's more benefits to this freaking dead hang, bro. And so I'm going to prepare for that. So let's get to it.
Great. Okay, the dead hang. Enhance flexibility and mobility. Shoulder flexibility. Dead hangs improve shoulder mobility and range of motion by stretching the muscles in that area. Overall flexibility too. They contribute to overall upper body flexibility and loosens up tight muscles.
Yo, bro, my dead hang is short, bro. It's sucking today, bro. And so overall flexibility, bro. Flexibility is important. Obviously, my muscles are being stretched. And so because my muscles are being stretched, there's more flex going on in the whole overall though, which is very important. Another thing I forgot to say at the top is that grip strength is freaking important for everything, bro. And so you grab bags and you need to grab a freaking suitcase and you walk in with a suitcase this way, or you grab a bag from this way. You're constantly gripping, and so that area of where you're freaking hanging is creating grip strength for you. Better grip strength, or managing grip strength, or maintaining it, or whatever it is. But it's really important to make sure that I'm 61. I'm going on 61. I'm going on 60. And so for me to be able to do these things without freaking I don't use the word suffering, without having a problem with it, or without facing any challenge to not being able to do the things I like to do. You saw that? I don't use the word suffering here. That word was freaking handed down to me, and I freaking erased it. And so every time I catch myself saying that word, I have to, I'm not saying that word. I'm not saying pain. I'm not saying none of that freaking nonsense, bro. And so, okay, so we got 3 dead hangs, bro. I already know that the first dead hang is not so fair, because when I hung the first time, I hung for about 15 seconds. I had to stop because of some problem I faced. I forgot what it was. And so I'm 15 seconds short with that, but it's okay. So I'm still doing the freaking dead hang, bro. And so now, by the way, the reason why I think this is superior than just freaking research is because I'm also doing the dead hang, and I'm also sharing my life experiences that corresponds to doing this dead hang. It's not just, the dead hang is good for flexibility, and the dead hang is just good for mobility, and the dead hang strengthens your core. Like, that stuff is nonsense. You get to see me hang, and you get to see how long I got to hang. And then you go, wow, look at the benefits, man. I didn't really freaking consider the massive amount of benefits that the dead hang offers. And so here you get to hang, bro. You get to say, you know what? I don't hang. I'm constantly lifting. I'm feeling stiff. And I'm going to freaking hang. And I feel my lat area. That's probably from yesterday. But I'm feeling that my lat area feeling like really cool from the hang. So there it is, man. And so I'm reporting in real time the benefits as I shout them out. So I'm going to freaking prepare for another dead hang. I think this is the end of the list of benefits. And then I will freaking sum it up at the end. So let's get to it.
3. Posture improvement, strengthening postural muscles. Dead hangs can strengthen muscles in the back, neck, and shoulders that are essential for maintaining good posture. Correcting rounded shoulders. By retracting the shoulder blades, dead hangs can help counteract the effects of rounded shoulders caused by prolonged sitting and poor posture. Yo, bro, I had to freaking hang up. I had to hang up the dead hang. Get it? I had to hang up the dead hang to continue reading the freaking benefits, which posture, bro. A lot of us probably don't even think about that. Like, you know, a lot of us may walk. Like, my posture has gotten so much better. My old trainer told me I used to constantly walk like, and so that's been so much better naturally, and that has a lot to do with my exercising that has contributed to just fixing my posture. And so dead hangs helps. Now you have to freaking consider the freaking magic behind what I just read. What I just read, now you have to picture. You're sitting on a computer all day long and you're like this. You're sitting in a chair that causes you to freaking slouch over. And you're doing this for how many hours per day, bro? And maybe the only time that you freaking get to lay out straight is when you sleep, if you sleep on your back. Now, the rest of the day, you have to question for yourself. Oh man, I'm driving like this. I'm sitting like this. I'm eating like this. And so the freaking back is freaking forced. And then it gets conditioned to slouch over. And then we're hearing, yo, bro, you have to walk with freaking confidence, which means like this. After we're living like that. And so, you know what? Maybe oxymoron, bro. But now you know, and me too, that I was holding the dead hang for spine compression, bro, mostly. And to strengthen my grip and the forearms. I was prizing it for those things. But I never really considered the core area. I didn't consider the posture area, which is very important because I want to walk like this as I age, bro. I don't want to walk like this. And so the dead hang, it has multi-benefits. And imagine, well, there's nothing to imagine, bro, here, bro. Off the chain fitness. And so I am going to prepare. Hopefully I can freaking read the next paragraph without falling apart. There's one more to go, bro. I thought it was almost finished, bro, but I got one more to go, bro. And so I'm going to prepare for, I guess, the final freaking paragraph of benefits. So let's get to it. 3. Injury prevention and rehabilitation. Shoulder injury recovery. Dead hangs can be a part of a rehabilitation program for certain shoulder injuries, helping to strengthen the rotator cuff and improve shoulder stability. Improve shoulder. And so there you have it, bro. Injuries, bro. The thing that we face all the time, bro. The thing that freaking us lifters, bro, have to face, bro, for freaking overdoing it in certain areas, bro. Whatever that may be, we get freaking an injury right over here. It hurts, bro. And then when that hurts, we have to lay off, right? And then do what, bro? Start to recover. And there's a rehabilitation process that takes place, bro. Now, the rehabilitation process could happen on its own or with the assistance of the dead hang, bro. And you know what? I immediately thought, bro, that just hanging supported, like you're on your feet and you're hanging, but you're still on your feet. You allow your body to hang with the support of your feet on the floor so that you're not doing a full hang if your shoulders hurt. Because you may want to pull this way. Like, this is important. I'm going to show you because I hurt my shoulders and they're fine now. There was a time where I could not do this, and now I can. For maybe years, I could not do this, especially with this side, and this side hurt too. That came from whatever exercise that caused that type of an impingement. So I'm going to share this handy exercise so that if anyone, oh my God, the dead hang is good for freaking, injury rehabilitation. So I'm going to show you so that I don't freaking get caught up trying to explain it and then elaborate on what I show. Come on. All right, so my shoulders hurt. Let's pretend, right?
and I'm on my feet, so I'm not gonna hang. And so what I do is like I lean back this way, so I'm not leaning straight down. You see, because it may hurt the shoulder that's impinged, and so I would lean this way, and I would sit back for a while and feel it out, and then from that point you can feel it out and see how bad, because to face a dead hang when your shoulder's shot, it's contingent on how bad the shoulder is. And so if you're feeling that freaking pinch, then you're not ready for the dead hang yet. Maybe you could pull off, could do that to assist along with your therapist or whoever you're working with, which probably knows to recommend this anyway, but now you know it. So when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, bro, I'm ready for that, bro, because I heard it from the freaking guy from Off the Chain Fitness. And so now, there's one paragraph left, bro. I didn't think so, bro. You know what I mean? Let's go down, and you know what's happening, bro? As I get into more dead hangs, bro, I have to read less and less, bro. I have plans to do it in 4. I have to do it in 5 or 6. So that's cool, bro. And so now I'm into this freaking dead hang. I'm into it more now. Like before, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the dead hang. But now I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do the dead hang, bro. Because there's just way too many benefits to ignore. Especially freaking everything that I read, bro. It's like, and so now, I'm gonna freaking go over the last bit and then close it with like my final thoughts, which I think there won't be any. But I've made my first full video sharing the benefits of the dead hang, which is freaking cool to do, bro. And so now, let's get to the final dead hang. Great. Okay, general injury prevention. By strengthening key muscle groups and improving flexibility, dead hangs can help prevent injuries in other exercises and daily activities. Yo, bro. Look at the takeaway from that freaking piece of info. You know how important that last paragraph is? It should be first, bro. I read it backwards, bro. Because the benefits of what it strengthens, actually they all freaking connect. So now, better than getting injured doing an exercise, this is a preventive injury protocol that I just read, where you can prevent injuries now. And why? Because with everything stronger, bro, you can handle more, bro. You can handle more of a load. You can like take on, like you got more flexibility, which means that you're not gonna get jammed up. You've built strength in your core area, your shoulders and your wrists and everything, so you're not gonna get jammed up. And because you're not gonna get locked up and jammed up, you're gonna be able to prevent, which is one of the big subjects that's out there, bro. Prevent injuries. But now I have to recall, because the what comes to mind about preventing injuries is form. I never heard, bro, dead hang, bro. Get down, okay, take care of your form, that's important. I agree with that, although I don't follow it because I'm an experienced body weight dude, so I break form on purpose. There's a reason, and I cover that in videos. But you take care of form correction and you take care of hanging so that you can prevent injuries from coming your way. I finished. Did I freaking finish? Yeah, I think I finished, bro. And so we covered strength, we covered freaking flexibility, we covered, yo, bro. I can't wait for freaking quiet motorcycles. They should make a law, bro. Because they're extremely loud and it's causing me to freaking yell. And I get angry at those freaking sons of bitches. Oh yeah, I'm doing a freaking beneficial tutorial. I can't say those words, bro. And so, yo, bro. So anyway, this wraps up my, all these wonderful freaking benefits, man. There's chapters there, bro. Yo, bro. So I hung, bro, and the best thing about this here is that I get to see the amount of time, and each time I get to see how much less I was able to face it, which is something to take a note of. And I'm going to put this together with the rest of my hangs. I have... Go ahead and make some more noise. I'm going to put this together with my playlist of dead hangs, which is very important because I'm curious to see, as I get older, will I lose strength with the grip strength like they say? And so far the answer is no. what's happening today with me doing less has a lot to do with the initial mishap where I could not freaking record the whole thing. The second part is that my wrist and my forearms are beat up from yesterday and the day before's exercise that required a lot of freaking grip strength, so I'm not recovered from yesterday. So that's not excuses, that's an account. This is why there's many dead hangs. So I can see, okay, here I fell apart in 1 minute and 20 seconds, over here a minute, and then over here 1.5 minutes, and I get to see the scale that I fall between. I'm guessing that no, I won't lose grip strength because I will make it my business to develop my grip strength through exercising. And so that won't be my case. But it will be my case if I don't develop grip strength. And so it'll come to me if I don't take care of myself. And so anyway, this closes this video. I hope it came in handy. And so until the next one, I am done.